The Decision 2024 Super Tuesday in Utah, a frustrating one for those trying to participate in the Republican caucus.
We heard from dozens of people upset with the long lines and the technical issues at voting locations across Utah. We have team coverage tonight. News specialist Daniel Woodruff is at GOP election headquarters, where right now they are counting votes.
First, though, here we start with news specialist Andrew Adams looking at the headaches caused at caucus locations this evening. Andrew?
Well, we certainly heard about numerous issues, and not at just a location or two, but locations spanning from Box Elder County to the south end of the Salt Lake Valley, where we are here in Harriman. In one voter's words, it was a mess.
The line's not out the door yet, but it will be.
On a night when Republican voters showed up to support their candidates.
Anybody but Donald Trump.
It didn't matter who they supported.
Trump.
Most seemed to agree caucus night
seems to be lacking.
did not run smoothly.
There were a number of people who were leaving, unfortunately, because they felt like, I don't know where to go, and this is a mess.
It wasn't just Brighton High School and Cottonwood Heights. Locations from the northern tip of the state to the southern end of the Salt Lake Valley reported issues.
The website seemed like it was down. It eventually seemed like it worked for most people, but I think a lot of people never really got in.
Stephen Sokol says at Fort Harriman Middle School, slow computing created long lines, and many seem surprised by the suggestion they should have pre-registered.
It's good that so many people come. I'm not sure they're really prepared for it. They're certainly not ready with parking and websites and stuff.
Pre-registered, had all the information, and now we're here in the chaos.
Whether the chaos at these locations was by accident or by design.
They weren't prepared for any of this, and I think the Republican Party did that to make it difficult.
More than a few said even if the system didn't work, they still believed in the democracy behind it.
I just know that whatever happens, our country's going to be fine. I feel like our country's in the hands of a higher power.
Well, we did hear that some caucus locations ran smoothly, but a lot of people in general seemed chapped about the pre-registration issue. They said that even if they showed up in person, they had to register online, which wasn't easy. One guy told us that he didn't want to receive texts and emails from the Utah GOP. That was a hang-up for him, and he calls tonight ultimately a fail. Back to you.
We heard a lot of earful on the same information on this end, too. Andrew, thank you.
All right, now for the Utah GOP's response to all those angry voters upset with tonight's process. News specialist Daniel Woodruff spoke with the party chair and joins us live right now. Daniel, sounds like he was physically at one of those chaotic caucus locations.
Yeah, we were there at the same time at Brighton High School in Cottonwood Heights, which Andrew mentioned in his report. And it was right at the height of the chaos and confusion that Party Chair Rob Axson showed up. Now, he even took a little bit of time at the beginning to stand up and talk to the crowd and try to calm people down and explain exactly what was going on. But he even got heckled a little bit as he was doing that. He even spent some time, too, in the crowd, answering questions one by one. Now, we asked him what happened tonight. The Republican chair said at that particular location at Brighton High School, a few volunteers didn't show up, making things difficult. He also said some voters were trying to re-register when they didn't need to. But we heard a lot of complaints there from people just coming up to us saying that there were long lines, technology wasn't working, and that it was just generally a chaotic process. Is this process too confusing?
No, not at all. I don't think so, because I believe that the American public and the Utah citizenry here in our state are smart enough to get involved. And we appreciate the patience. And I can appreciate, too, being confused on a moment. And we'll try to get those questions answered. But ultimately, the engagement that you can get in the precinct level is incredibly valuable. It's worthwhile. So I think the effort is worth it.
But we'll see how the postmortem unfolds over the next few days as they evaluate what happened tonight and what they'll learn going forward. Now, I am here at the Republican Party headquarters in West Valley City, where they are counting the votes right now. At last update, 20% of precincts across the state had reported. We're going to wait here for those results, finding out in the presidential preference poll if Utahns picked former President Donald Trump or former Governor Nikki Haley. We'll have that for you as soon as we know those votes being counted right now. Back to you.
Yeah, a lot of people anxious for those final numbers. All right, Daniel, thank you.